last week at the Pro Roughstock Roanoke Challenge in Virginia. After riding in every final round so far this year, Idaho's Josie Young finally broke through to win his first title, but he shared it with Alabama's up-and-comer Blade Elliott. Also from Alabama, Toby Stover busted out in bull riding with a huge win that has placed him among the season's top 5 riders. At In-Saddle Bronc, veteran pro roughstock rider J.J. Elsher of South Dakota chalked up his first win of the season and also moved into the top 5 season leaders. The road to the 2013 Pro Roughstock World Championship is heating up this week. We're in the deep south, Gonzales, Louisiana, between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. It's where Cajun and Cowboy come together. Find out who will take victory from the jaws of defeat as the 2013 PRS Battle in the Bayou is about to begin. Hello, everybody. I'm Justin McKee, along with world champion saddle bronc rider Monty Hawkeye Henson and PBR finalist Spud Whitman, and we are getting set to take you inside the Lamar Dixon Expo Center for stop number 6 of the 2013 Professional Roughstock season. And speaking of the season, let's take a look at the bareback riding season leaders. Josie Young moved into the top 5. He'll be challenging our second-place rider and Lexington champion, Jared Smith. Also in the top 12, our PRS Reading champion and former world champion Justin McDaniel will be looking to move up. Well, Spud, tell us about that bull riding tonight.
Oh, the bull riding looks great. You know, you're just talking about Justin McDaniel. That guy, a lot of people know him, world champion bareback rider, but he rides bulls really well. We're going to see him in there tonight with, of course, McKinnon Wimberly. He's here tonight, too. But one you want to watch out for is Willis Traw-Sclair, local Louisiana boy, rides bulls really good.
All right. Hawkeye, tell us about that list of saddle bronc riders. The list looks pretty sassy.
Yes, it does. We got Louis Brunson, J.J. Elsher, and Court Shearer have got a shot at closing in on Troy Krauser, our leader. That Eric Wolford, I'm going to pull for him every time he ever nods his head. Can't forget Cody, Hot Sauce, D-Moss. This should be electric.
Thank you, Hawkeye. And remembering the bareback riding, tonight we have Clint Cannon, who is a 3-time qualifier at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. He'll make his PRS debut tonight on this show. And remember, the top 4 riders in each event will be back next week for the Wrangler Final 4 Showdown round, where our event champions will be determined. Stick around. Bareback riding is up next.
This telecast of the Professional Roughstock Series is brought to you by Wrangler. Long live Cowboys. ProTank Products, innovative oil field storage solutions. Kershaw Knives, there's nothing like a Kershaw. Rocky Boots, we're with you. Bismarck Ranch, ranching as nature intended. B&W Trailer Hitches, B&W Trailer Hitches, trusted. ProTank Products, your complete oil field tank manufacturing company, is meeting the needs of the Bakken oil field in North Dakota, Montana, and Canada. Our highly skilled personnel use 3 decades of experience to produce a superior product at the lowest possible cost. ProTank Products is also providing 400 and 500 barrel fiberglass tanks to meet your specific needs. Contact Butch today at 701-838-6346 or visit ProTankProducts.com. See how ProTank Products can help you with your oil field tank needs.
Welcome back to the PRS Battle in the Bayou. The bareback riding is right around the corner, but before we get to it, let's load the chutes with our own world champion and 2012 PRS finalist, Kelly Timberman.
One of the exciting draws in the bareback riding today that I'm excited about is Josie Young on a horse called Blackjack at Klein Pro Rodeo. Really bails in the air, kind of circles around to the right. Not an easy horse to ride, but should be good enough for Josie to come out either first place check or definitely make the final four if he can hang on and make a good ride.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Our pickup men tonight are Brett Hall and Chris Shivers. First man out in the bareback riding is Win Ratliff of Leesville, Louisiana. He's on Power Pack from X2 Rodeo Company. Here's Spud.
Boy, I'm excited about this one. Win, he's been real consistent all year, just riding really good, and he's showing why he's set high in the standings.
Look how aggressive those feet are, really going, whipped him forward, didn't mess up his feet at all. Big horse, probably strong, having to get a hold with them spurs.
Win first, Ratliff, and with the score to start things off, that's exactly where he's going to be. He was the 2011 College National Finals all-around champion, placed in the bull riding and the bareback riding, but this is his main event now.
I tell you what, you can see why. Like I said, horse Scotch going into the wall with him, didn't mess him up at all. Really good aggressive ride across it.
83.5 for the man who almost went the baseball route. Next is Matt Bright. Hazel, Texas, broke his back at the 2010 Wrangler NFR. He's on Gray Ghost.
Boy, this is a good matchup right here, guys. They say this horse is really strong right out of there. You're going to have a really good hold of him. Whoa!
Oh, my God.
Yeah, really strong. He did not have a hold. Kelly, what happened?
That's what we call equipment failure. These guys wedge their hands in there so tight, it's got binds on there that doesn't allow that hand to come out. When something like that happens on a guy that it's at that level, that caliber in his career, something drastically went wrong right there. If something happens, they get bucked off, they go clear out the back door. A lot of times get kicked, land on their necks. It's pretty dangerous.
It looked to me like you need to have a little better hold with them feet, too. You can only take so much pressure.
Exactly.
That's right. Your feet take a lot of that power off of that arm. Jared Smith from Florida right now, and Yellow Hair from Stay Smith Pro Rodeo.
Ooh, I like this guy's electric. Look at this. Everywhere we've been seeing him all year on the tour, he's very electric, very solid, good bareback ride.
I mean, that little horse bucked good, kept snappy all the way, and he stayed aggressive like you said. Got good to him, too. You can see him really loosening up at the end there.
He's the number 2 rider so far in the season standings. He won Lexington. Now, he's ready for 2013 because he has separated shoulder, kept him out of all of 2012.
What a good spur ride. What a good little horse. We ought to see something out of this one.
Rock solid, rock solid. That was
Guys,
a great
you're not
ride.
going to like this. It's 76.
You're right. I didn't see what happened there that they didn't like it.
Well, there's your midway scoreboard right now with Win first, Ratliff still on top, the 83.5. Now here's one of the guys we talked about, Clint Cannon, who has had a phenomenal career so far. He started fullback 4 years for Stephen F. Austin University. He's on Spark Plug tonight. He weighed 230 pounds when he played fullback 4 years there. Now he weighs 175, and he's one of the tops in the game.
Well, I don't care what he weighs, Justin. He's strong in the bareback riding field. What a good, consistent bareback ride. That looked great from start to finish. Look how he gets a hold of this horse right out of here. Waits 2 jumps, starts to let her roll. Look at this horse breaking over. This is a nice horse, a nice bareback ride.
I mean, really, really aggressive. This is what you want to see right here. I'd like to see a horse buck like that and somebody take advantage of it.
85 points for Clint Cannon out of Waller, Texas on Spark Plug as we move to the 2008 PRCA World Champion Justin McDaniel on Raggedy Ann from the Klein brothers.
Boy, I tell you, Justin, you could talk about all his wins all year long. Just sitting here going on. He spurred over the neck right there. Horse kind of got a little long going out through there, but look how he's finishing the ride. Really strong at the end of the ride. I thought he had a little trouble at the first, but I like the way he finished it.
I do too. I think the trouble here is we see the spur out. Horse is kind of flat kicking out, behind him not kicking up. Look how aggressive. He got over his neck, straightened it out the very next jump. Look at this. Setting his feet, toes turned out. Take advantage of this horse right now.
81 points. A man who has the second high score of the season with an 87, Justin McDaniel, making his presence known on the Professional Rough Stock Series. But no more than this guy. Here's the matchup Kelly Timberman was talking about. Josie Young, who won Roanoke, one of the best riders this season.
Woo, look at this. This horse is looking good. Kelly, you might know what you're talking about. What a great bareback ride going here. Horse is setting up strong, just like Kelly said he was. Josie's about had all of him he needed.
I think so. You know, good spur out right here. Horse took that little scoot. Look how in control he is. Getting a good hold with the heels of them boots, keeping his chin down. Oh, it looks great. Horse is bucking. I like this one.
What a round of bareback riding here in Gonzales, Louisiana. Josie Young, Mr. Silver Lining, 84 points. And my goodness, this Cajun stuff is spicy tonight. And it's not over. We've got Caleb Bennett out of Utah. Caleb went to his first Wrangler NFR in 2012. 616 from the Klein brothers is what he'll try to ride.
Supposed to be a nice hopper. Doesn't look real nice to me. Kind of really blowing, hanging, but now he's not, you know, look how he's evening out. Caleb, horse is kind of moving out, but look how Caleb's feet are working.
I mean, really aggressive, like you say, on that spur ride. Horse was kind of sporadic jumps, one big one, one little one to start with. Then he lines out. Here we see the spur out. One big blow. Look how he snaps his heels back, gets a hold. Right here, he's ahead of the horse, getting a hold of it before he hits the ground. Horse kind of starts moving forward, gets a little harder to keep up, but he gasses it and goes right ahead.
He's smiling, but he's not getting paid for that smile tonight. It's a 77. He'll be just shy. Our Wrangler Final 4-round qualifiers in the bareback riding will be Clint Cannon, Wynn Ratliff, and Josie Young, who keeps the streak alive. Justin McDaniel, the world champion, slips in at the Battle in the Bayou. Coming up next, season leader McKenna Wimberly is getting ready to show the way in bull riding. Stay with us.
We know about your big old truck and that trailer that you tow. We even heard about your toys. So, what's holding it all together? Good thing you know who to trust for trailer hitches. B&W Trailer Hitches. Trusted.
To anyone who's ever looked fear in the eye and refused to blink, we can certainly relate. Guts, glory, Ram.
This portion of Professional Rough Stock is brought to you by Tres Rios Silver, the official buckle of the PRS. STS Ranchwear, Silver Lining Herbs, BURCH Rodeo, our stock is always rising, Foothills Feeders, and Wrangler, long live Cowboys.
Back now in Gonzales, Louisiana at the Pro Rough Stock Battle in the Bayou. It's time for bull riding, and we touched earlier that Justin McDaniel, the 2008 world champion bareback rider, would be getting on a bull. You know, Spud, it's not uncommon for guys to work bareback riding and bull riding at the junior rodeo or high school level like you did, but at this level, it's a whole new ballgame.
Well, exactly. I mean, you're talking about physically and mentally prepared. You just get off of one animal, and now you've got to reprogram things and come back and get on a bull. It's not an easy task, but Justin McDaniel's type fellow, he can get it done.
Our STS Ranchwear bullfighters tonight are Jason McCall of Canby, Oregon, and Tori Cooper of Richfield, Idaho. Our STS Ranchwear barrel man is J.J. Harrison. First up is Hunter Thompson of Pleasant Hill, Louisiana, on a Klein Brothers bull called War Bones, and you know this one is Born to Buck.
Born to Buck, you bet. This will be a great bull. He's normally 1-2 around the rights. The book on him. We'll see what he does. Hey, look, the book's wrong. We're going to the left.
Ooh, a little surprise happened there, I think, to our bull rider.
Yeah, he really did. You know, he leaves here, and you look, he's already setting back. He's on that end of that arm. He's in trouble right around the corner and looking outside. He knew he didn't get around the corner good. He knew he was behind. This bull really had him bucked off right there before he even started.
All right, here's the man who's had the hot hand here this season. He won in Reading. McKenna Wimberly of Cool, Texas on Sullivan.
Oh, this is nice right here. You know, nice little bull. This looks good. McKinnon's having fun. Woo, kind of good thing the whistle blew right there at the right time. Kind of had him strung out at the end, but just a nice bull.
He made it look so easy right here. Upper body control, free arm, and then goes to moving that outside foot. It looked like fun.
He took that bull to the woodshed here. I mean, absolutely dominated the ride. The bull half of the score, guys, I don't think is going to be impressive to the judges. It's a 78 score, 78. Remember, the top four move on to the Wrangler Final Four Showdown. Now, here's the story. Justin McDaniel, a lot of you have seen him ride tons of bareback horses. Might be the first time you've seen him ride a bull. The bull is Foolish Pride. What do you think, Spud?
Well, this bull here, the book on him is supposed to be good around to the left. Good bull to ride. Boy, he's right there in the gate to the right. Look at this bull bucking. Come on, Justin.
Man, look at the effort he put out there. I mean, he had him bucked off from about the second jump, and he just kept hustling.
Totally different bull than what we saw McKenna Wimberly try to ride.
Woo, I tell you what, Justin, one thing about him, he never quit trying. That is very impressive. Takes a shot right there. Good to see Torrey Cooper move in. That bull bucked.
What an impressive effort by the bareback riding world champion, showing his all-around capabilities here. 3 up, 1 qualified ride as we go to Willis Trosclair, Thibodaux, Louisiana, hot-blooded, a man who had a great career, made it to the PBR finals 3 times, and then in a attempt of somebody to carjack him, he said, no, I don't think so, so they shot him in the guts about 5 years ago, and he's making a comeback as well as a ride.
Boy, what a great ride. You know, you watch this at the start, and like you say, it's so great to see Willis back in here. The guy's always had boatloads of talent. You look at this ride, everything about this ride is tough. He's throwing the effort out there, away from his hand. Great bull ride.
Let me tell you, if they had a contest between 2 bull riders on who could scrap the best in a buck and shoot, this would be the guy that would crawl out. 84 points for Trosclair on hot-blooded. As we go to the little guy, 5'5", 135-pound Bobby Welsh from Gillette, Wyoming, is on Swamp Dust.
Swamp Dust, come on, here we go, Bobby. Got him picked up, this is going, oh, now the bull jumps out of it. Look, Bobby's got complete control. One of them kind of rides, you know, Bobby, he ain't liking the way the bull jumped out of it. He was, stood a shot to kind of take a run at that 84-point score right around the corner. I think the bull probably throws most guys off right around there. Bobby's setting in good shape, goes out through there. I'm sure we're not going to see a great score, but possibly even a re-ride option. But if you look at it, they ain't rode a lot of bulls.
69 is that score. We'll have to wait and see what Jay Morrow does. The Iowa man is on Better Than My Daddy. Penny Bucking Bulls. Got to be a story here.
There's got to be a well of a story. I'll have to catch up with Mr. Penny later on this. But hey, look at this. Nice bull. Jumps out there, flips the blinker on the left. We're riding a bull.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, it all looked good. Finally looked like free arm went behind and moved them hips to the outside. But, I mean, just what it looked like on us real quick there.
You know, just Jay right now, he's kicking himself in the pants over this one. You let one slip away like that. This is a nice bull to get on. Lets that free arm come around behind him. Just one of them deals that shouldn't happen and normally doesn't happen to the likes of Jay Morrow.
Yeah.
As you can see now that we have our qualifiers for next week's Wrangler Final Four Showdown round. It'll be Willis Trosclair, McKenna Wimberly, Bobby Welsh, and Jay Morrow, who qualified by virtue of the time that he rode. Coming up next, our opening round of saddle bronc riding competition from the PRS Battle in the Bayou. Stay with us.
They say variety is the spice of life. May I suggest that variety is the essence of life. Varieties of the vegetation that you see in a natural pasture are optimal to a horse's health. We recognize at Silver Lining Herbs that not all horses and dogs have the opportunity to access this variety. That's why Silver Lining Herbs makes a complete line of horse products and dog products so that you too at home can get this same variety of vegetation. Silver Lining Herbs.
As cattlemen, you have many choices when it comes to feeding and finishing your herd. With a combined 100 years experience, our team at Foothills Feeders has been working to make that decision an easy one, providing the most cost-effective ration possible, with a feeding and development program tailored to meet your needs. Our expansive southern exposed lots and modern facilities are located in the lush Belfouche Irrigation District of western South Dakota. Foothills Feeders, developing your future.
Welcome back to the PRS Battle in the Bayou, where we are getting ready to have a battle in the saddle bronc riding. But before we get to it, we want to give a shout out to the stock contractors here in Gonzales, Louisiana. They're Stay Smith Pro Rodeo, Klein Brothers, as well as Pickett Pro Rodeo, X2 Rodeo, JFI Farms, Penny Bucking Bulls, Bird Nest Rodeo, and FNF Bucking Bulls. What would a trip to Cajun Country be without a crawfish boil? And we sure had one. Our thanks to Phil Savoy and Scotty Fairchild. Good times, lots of music, and spicy. Speaking of spicy, Kelly Timberman caught up with a very well-known saddle bronc rider making his PRS debut here in his home state.
Hey, I'm here with Cody DeMoss, Hot Sauce DeMoss, Louisiana boy. It's got to feel good to come down and ride in front of some of the hometown crowds.
Shoot, yeah, you don't ever get to come to a caliber of event like this in Louisiana, and shoot, I was just happy to be here.
Yeah, What's the saying? Laissez bon temps rouler?
Let the good times roll.
Okay, I didn't know Kelly could speak French.
You know, I lived in Louisiana for about 3 years. I got to tell y'all something. Bunch of good people, and they've got one good bronc rider in that Cody DeMoss.
Louis Brunson will be our first saddle bronc rider. He's from Rapid City, South Dakota, on Passionate Kisses from the Pickett Pro Rodeo. And here he goes.
I tell you what, it looked like a bad go right out of there. I'm not so sure he spurred him out. Kind of sporadic jumps out of this bronc. He's trying to spur him, but it's every other jump kind of going across there.
Well, you look at it, like you say, every time it's how you set your ride up right out of there. You see about the third jump, he goes ahead and he gets in time with him. Everything's fluent. It's coming together. Horses kind of got some different jumps to him. He's stalled out there one spur stroke. But basically, overall, I thought it was a pretty nice bronc ride. I don't think it's going to be a huge score, but a good one to start with.
You bet.
Well, you know, he started off kind of offbeat, and the horse kind of finished offbeat. You add that together, and he's only 76 points as we go to Cole Elsher, face South Dakota, Jumpin' Jack from the Klein brothers.
Well, this guy right here, we all know can ride. Holy
We
crap.
know now that Jumpin' Jack can get back and bring a good guy down.
Man, that horse buck.
I think maybe he wasn't expecting what this horse was right here. Look how it jerks him loose over on that left side, stands him in a stirrup, and then almost runs over him.
Well, you watch this. Was it the length of that riding rein there? Or no, it just spit him right over off the offside. He just flat got bucked off.
Exactly. Left foot come out, got his body forward, and then it all went together for him.
Derek Wolford, here's the young guy that has really been grabbing our attention this year out of Michigan. Bareback rider, saddle bronc rider. Wolford, who won first in Reading, is on Sundowner from Smith Pro Rodeo.
Man, nice horse. Good start. Kind of rough, right? Oh, right out through there.
I mean, back and forth, slice and dice, duck and dive, dirty, hard to ride.
I mean, look at all this power and that big jumps like that. And he's just going at him, trying to stay hooked. Horse just a little bit too much for the way he got started on.
He's going left to right a lot more than a lot of guys do.
That horse is moving his head and changing leads, bucking, so I'm sure that thing is going on like that.
All
He's
right.
used to pulling on that rigging instead of lifting on that rein.
Here's Cody DeMoss, one of our featured cowboys, making his PRS debut. Smiling Goat from Smith Pro Rodeo is the bucking horse.
Oh, come on, get in time with him. There we go. Now we're lined out at the end. Look at these people from Louisiana are going to jump out of the rafters here.
Nothing against Cody's riding because he rides great, but the spur out wasn't as good. He didn't hold them like he wanted to. They came out bad. Look, it just takes him all the way to the wall to get completely caught up on a kind of a nice horse.
Well, he is about a 2013 season from winning over $2 million in his career. Cody DeMoss with a 74. Right now, he's in the top 4. We'll go down to Court Shear. He's from Nebraska, and he's on Darth Vader from the Klein brothers.
You want to talk about a guy, he makes a whistle, makes a great ride. He's going to let you know about it. He's exciting to watch.
He sure is. He's real fast feet. Look at this. Really aggressive. Upper body doesn't move very much at all. Nice spur ride. Good little horse.
Purdy ride.
All
Well, I wish they scored on the dismount.
There you
I
go.
know you do, Hawkeye,
Yeah.
but they don't, unfortunately, but it was a great ride.
I mean, you can see this spur out here. Look at turn his toes out, getting good hold with those heels of those boots all the way back, lifting on his rein. Good little horse. We ought to see a big score this time.
85 points for Court Shear. He'll take the lead in this go-around. We'll go to J.J. Elsher from Hereford, South Dakota. He met his cousin, Cole Elsher, a moment ago. Here's the man who won the PRS in Roanoke.
Good spur out here. Look at this. Got his feet going. Right foot's having trouble. Rain come up. Ooh, I tell you what, he's having a little trouble getting her all going. The rain wasn't where it's supposed to be on him.
Any kind of a score will get him the Final Four showdown. Kelly, what'd you think?
One of my favorite things to watch in the saddle bronc riding is J.J. Elsher. They talk about lifting on that rein and keeps you in that saddle. J.J. actually lifts on that rein so hard they call it getting underneath your rein. His whole body, his chin, everything is underneath that, pressing him down in the swells. That's why he's one of the most consistent bronc riders in the world.
I like where the judges were positioned on that left. Both of them on the left side could not see the missed beat on that right foot.
Exactly. And when you can get away with it, my gosh, that's one lucky time for you.
It worked. 80 big points for J.J. Elsher. He will make it into the Wrangler Final Four showdown along with Cody DeMoss, Louis Brunson, and the winner of the long round, Court Shear with that 85. Tonight's Kershaw Cutting Edge Performance Highlights. Our bareback riding highlight is from Clint Cannon, who's going to let her rip on the spark plug from X2 Rodeo on his way to an 85-point ride. In the bull riding, Willis Trosclair shows the form that made him a top PBR bull rider as he tamed X2's Hot Butted and tallied up an 84-point ride. And in the saddle bronc riding, making the Kershaw cut was Court Shear. He did not miss a lick as he stayed in perfect rhythm with Klein Brothers' Darth Vader. Kershaw is the official knife of the PRS. Be sure to log on to ProRoughstock.com for more video, all the scores, news, and information from the PRS Tour, including information on the upcoming fall schedule. And a reminder, the 2013 PRS World Championships are coming up November 15th and 16th at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center in Rapid City, South Dakota. For Spud Whitman, Hawkeye Henson, and Kelly Timberman, I'm Justin McKee. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.